Disclaimer: all the statistics for singles and albums came from Billboard.com. All the lyrics came from Genius Lyrics. The interesting and fun facts about the songs came from Genius Lyrics and my knowledge of the songs. Some songs will convey their meaning through an interview or Spotify storyline. Some songs will feature statements from X, formerly Twitter, moving out Facebook, and Instagram. Well, everybody, we are back with Daughtry's second album, Leave This Town, and we are also going to be going through the B-sides as well. And I am actually so excited for this one. This one took me a little bit to get through, but it was all worth it in the end. Now, this album was released on July 14th, 2009. Chris Daughtry comes back with an absolute rocker. Daughtry even paired with Nickelback's frontman Chad Kroeger for 3 songs on this album. 2 of the 3 were singles. The bonus track edition was only available to people with an Apple product / iTunes account. The B-sides is an EP for this album and is included in the deluxe edition. Otherwise, the standard album only has 12 songs. There are some rockers and some soft rock songs on this album, and I really love the balance between each song on this album as well. And before any of you comment or even ask me, yes, I know another artist that has connections with Nickelback. I don't care, and I knew Daughtry's songs before I even knew that Chad Kroeger wrote songs with Daughtry for this album. So I knew each artist individually before I even knew he paired up with Avril Lavigne and Daughtry. Just putting it out there before anyone does anything and asks me about it. So yes, it is true. I knew each individual artist by themselves before I knew Chad Kroeger co-wrote songs with Avril Lavigne and Daughtry. So, set the record straight. Now let's get into it. The first song on the album is titled You Don't Belong. A great song to start off an album like this. I'm not gonna lie, it is really good. It peaked at number 5 on the Billboard charts. I really do love the heaviness on this song as well. You really get to hear the guitars, the drums, and Chris's vocals on this track is fantastic. It, to me, sounds like it got stronger between this album and his last album that was released 3 years prior to this one. Now, the instruments we have in this song are guitar, bass, and drums. The both guitar and bass start at 0 seconds. Their drums come in at 8 seconds. We have 2 instrumental solos in this one from 0 seconds to 22 seconds, and 2 minutes 36 seconds to 2 minutes and 47 seconds. First verse starts at 23 seconds and goes to 48 seconds. Chorus from 51 seconds to a minute 14. Post-chorus a minute 19 to a minute 20. Second verse at a minute 23 to a minute 48. Chorus at a minute 50 to 2 minutes 13. Bridge at 2 minutes 14 to 2 minutes 35. Final chorus at 2 minutes 48 to 3 minutes 35. And then the outro at 3 minutes 39 to 3 minutes 42. I really love I would say the instrumentation on this one is really well because it goes from like soft to like hard in the choruses, and it's that nice balance, and you really get more energy and more pain with Chris Daughtry's vocals in the choruses of the song, because you can really tell that it's really something that's geared towards pain, and it really shows off during the choruses. So the lyrics that stand out to me come from the chorus, which is "No, you don't belong to me. I think you lied to me. And with my back against the wall, it's hard to be strong." It just that really stands out to me the most because I've had so many people lie to me, even straight to my face, and then you can really tell that they just don't belong with you anymore because of the way you've been treated and the way they've, treat you and then treat other people. And it's one of those things where you're like, okay, I have to find that strength to fight back, but you can't really find that strength anymore. And I've been put in that position quite a few times, and it really stings and it sucks because you're like, how the fuck do I get through this? It's just one of those things. So that's what those lyrics mean to me. And then for me, this song is going to be ranked 12 out of 14. Now, song number 2 is No Surprise, which peaked at number 15 on the Billboard charts. And this is one of the 3 songs that Chad Kroeger has written credits on. When I first heard this song, this came out in 2009, so I was 8 years old. Yeah, I was 8 years old when the song came out, but I do remember it when I was pretty young, and I was like, ooh, this is a good song. It's like, the lyrics are beautiful, and the instrumentation is amazing throughout the entire song. You really get that nice, vivid image as well. So the instruments we have in this song are acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, drums, and keyboard. The acoustic guitar starts off the song, then we get the electric guitar and keyboards both at 15 seconds, bass at 36 seconds, and the drums at 44 seconds. We have one instrumental solo, which is from 0 seconds to 3 seconds. We have our intro at 4 seconds to 14 seconds, first verse at 15 seconds to 34 seconds, pre-chorus to 35 seconds, from 35 seconds to 43 seconds, chorus at 44 seconds to 1:06, second verse a minute 11 to 1:30, pre-chorus at 1:31 to 1:36, chorus at 1:37 to 2:19, bridge at 2:20 to 2:40, third verse at 2:46 to 3:02, chorus at 3 seconds to 3:24, outro at 3:25 to 4:06, and then the final outro from 4:07 to 4:28. Quite a bit going on there in this song, but it is beautiful. To me, it just like one of those things where you get like a bit nostalgia in it with the way the lyrics are in this song. Plus, it's also like a song of inspiration and hope for people. It's a beautiful balance with the lyrics and the instrumentation. It's very beautiful, and I really love that. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the chorus, which is, "There's nothing in this heart left to borrow. There's nothing here in this soul left to save. Don't be surprised when we hate this tomorrow. God knows we tried to find an easier way." It just is one of those things where I'm like, yeah, no, you basically tore me apart, and there's nothing left of me for you to even save, because it is so much that has been torn apart from me, and hopefully I come back tomorrow better person, stronger than who I was. And we all know that we try to find a nice easy way to get back to that person we were or somebody new, but it is hard to do that with just by yourself, so you need those people around you who know you the best and help you. So that's what those lyrics mean to me. And then a fun fact about the song, this was the first single released on this album, and then in an interview, Chris Daughtry stated, "We were almost done with Leave This Town. album when we had a window of opportunity to go to Vancouver and write with Kroeger. We were friends, but we hadn't had the chance to write together. The chorus had been written. We had to figure out what to say in the verses, and the result was no surprise. And I really love that. Like finding certain writers and you actually know you have those kind of friends too. And just getting different ideas from each party also and finding what works best for you as well, which I really love. So I love how this song actually came together, different perspectives, and then, you know, having, different writers along with on this song was, you know, makes it a whole lot better. So for me, no surprise is going to be 7 out of 14. Now, song number 3 is Every Time You Turn Around. We only got guitars, bass, and drums in this song. The drums start the song at 0 seconds, and the guitars and bass both come in at 6 seconds. And then we have 2 instrumental solos, which is from 0 seconds to 17, and a minute 21 to a minute 32. And then we have our first verse starting at 18 seconds going to 49 seconds, chorus at 53 seconds to a minute 20, second verse at a minute 30 to a minute 55, chorus at a minute 56 to 2 minutes 23, bridge at 2 minutes 24 to 2 minutes 37, and then final chorus at 2 minutes 38 to 3 minutes 26. I do love this song as well because for me, I believe the drums and the guitars really carry this song because it has so much energy in those instruments and it gives it more power behind what is being sung about in the song, and it gives that more also kind of a bit pain in there as well when you really hear Daughtry sing as in this song. And it's just one of those things where it's like, yes, we all been in that position in life, no matter where it has been, and you just gotta live it. Gotta live life. Now, for the lyrics that stand out to me come from the end of the second verse, which is, I've been strong, I've been holding out so long, and I don't want to forget you are forgiven. Those particular lyrics hit me the most because of the way Daughtry sings them, because it's like a soft tone and it's not like that loud rock energy like it is in the choruses. It takes it like a step back a little bit, making sure that there's a nice even balance between the way he sings in this song. And so I really love that the instrumentation really ties really well with his vocals during the second verse, and it's just beautiful. But for me, besides that, it's because I've been trapped in a position where it's like I had to be strong to show that everything is good in life, and I've been holding on for something to happen that is good and will actually help me grow as a person. And also wanting to forget people that have hurt me in my past. I was in that, like, in that cage for a bit, saying no, they're not going to be forgiven. But then I finally realized it is tedious and it's just going to keep hurting me more if I don't forgive them. With, just getting all of that weight lifted off of your shoulders, it gives you more relief when you forgive that person or people who have wronged you in your life. So you just want to have that that courage to actually do it, and then also give them the chance to hear their side of things and also make sure that it is right for you as well. So That's what those lyrics mean to me. And now, song number 3, Every Time You Turn Around, is going to be ranked 8 out of 14 for me. Now, song number 4 is Life After You, which peaked at number 36 on the charts. The other song that was also co-written by Chad Kroeger on this album. The other one I will mention later on that he was a co-writer on, but I just wanted to say which ones were co-written by Nickelback's frontman Chad Kroeger. Now this one, when I first heard this song, I was like, fuck yes, this is going to be one of my theme songs for life. And without a doubt, it kind of is, because it is beautifully written, and I love the way how it was, all of it came together too, because it's just a nice, for me, it's kind of like a love song in a way, and you never really hear that like a whole lot in the early stages of Daughtry. You get it more like later on, so it's another reason why I love it so much. And just his vocals on this track is beautiful. It's a nice soft rock, and it also shows the people in his fan base and like critics and everybody out there knowing that he can take it a step back and he has more of a vocal range and not just that hard rock or just that rock side of him. Another reason why I love this song. Now, the instruments we have in this song are acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, drums, keyboard, and the fiddle. The acoustic and electric guitar both start at 0 seconds, bass and drums both come in at 11 seconds, and then the keyboard and the fiddle both come at 39 seconds. And then we only have 2 instrumental solos in this song, which is from 0 seconds to 12 seconds, and then a minute 2 to a minute 12. First verse at 13 seconds to 30 seconds, pre-chorus at 31 seconds to 38 seconds, chorus at 39 seconds to a minute and 1 second, second verse at a minute 13 to a minute 31, pre-chorus at 132 to a minute 39, chorus at a minute 40 to 2 minutes and 1 second, bridge at 2 minutes and 2 seconds to 2 minutes 20, pre-chorus at 2 minutes 21 to 2 minutes 29, chorus at 2 minutes 30 to 2 minutes 50, and then the outro at 2 minutes 51 to 3 minutes and 10 seconds. And then we can really hear the fiddle the most during the bridge of the song. And I wish you could hear it a bit more throughout the song, but that's when we hear it the most. But it fits perfectly with this song, and I love it so much. You know, the lyrics, this is another song that I had a hard time picking out lyrics to, because so much of it speaks to me in multiple different ways, and it is so true. But for this time being, it is going to be from the bridge, the end of the bridge, which is think about the better times, must have been out of my mind, so I'm running back to tell you. There's so many times where I'm like, I love those good old times, those good old days that we used to have, and it's just bringing me back so many good memories, and I love that. And also just like, we want to build those new memories with those better times. So I'm gonna go after you to tell you that I've been going stir crazy about everything that's been going on, and it's, you just gotta get it off of your chest and let that person know. And it's just one of those things where we gotta have those close-knit friendships with people to have those kind of memories and to build a better, stronger relationship. So that's what those lyrics mean to me. And fun facts, this was the second single off of the album, and then Daughtry was touring with Bon Jovi when he got a call from Chad Kroeger about the song. And then in an interview with Billboard, Daughtry replied, uh, Chad Kroeger, wanted to send me a song he was writing. He said if I didn't like it, he was sending it to Keith Urban. I lived with the song for about a year and wasn't sure it was right for us, but we couldn't get out of our heads. I wrote the bridge and Chad signed off on it. And I fucking love that. I love it so much. Like, you're like, yeah, I don't think it's right for us, but then it just, either like the melody or the way, like, the whole thing was written, minus the bridge, just stuck with them no matter what. That's what you call perfect writing, in my opinion. Is like, you have all those strong elements and you're like, okay, nope, I it's too good to pass up and I want to stick with it because it will make our band grow as a whole and also get more ideas and more perspective. And so I really love that. And it, it's I all I could say now because I ran out of other ways to praise it. So for me, Life After You is going to be ranked number 1 out of 14. Now we're on to track number 5, which is What I Meant to Say. Now we have change of pace in songs, so we go from a nice soft rock to more of a rock, more rock song with higher energy. And I really love this one too. It just because of the rock element. I'm a sucker for rock. If you haven't noticed yet, I mean, you should probably know by now. But the instruments in this song are guitar, bass, drums, and keyboards, which all start at 0 seconds. We have a few instrumental solos, which the first one starts at 0 seconds to 8 seconds, 45 seconds to 52 seconds, and then a minute 37 to a minute 44. First verse starts at 9 seconds and goes to 23 seconds. Chorus at 24 seconds to 44 seconds. Second verse at 53 seconds to a minute 7. Second chorus at a minute 8 to a minute 36. Bridge at a minute 45 to 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Final chorus at 2 minutes and 3 seconds to 2 minutes 39. And then the outro at 2 minutes 40 to 2 minutes 58. A lot goes on during the song with the instrumentation. Really drives the song. And Chris's vocals on this track also give it more high energy and really goes to show that anything can hurt anybody too, no matter what it is. And this is another song that I had a hard time picking out lyrics to because there's like so many different parts of the song. I'm like, okay, yes, 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 all of it speaks to me from these different parts of the song, and I really hate that it does that. But also at the same time, I love that it does that too, because too much has gone on in my life. It's like, yep, no, this one definitely during this time. This one during this time. So another reason why I love this song quite a bit is because too many different parts of the song really stand out to me, and it's like, hell yes. You are speaking what I'm thinking. I guess more like singing what I'm thinking in this time. But for me, I will have to go through the second verse, which is, I'm strong enough to say that I don't want to take the high road now. So typical of you to walk away when your perfect little world is burning down. I've had quite a few people who are like, yes, no, you're going to go through what I've gone through, so I'm going to put you through my same exact hell because you deserve it because you're that fucking person. It's like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Like, what is going through your head to make you think that way? And then you really start to see that person turning around, and you see them like pouting every time, everywhere you are, and you're like, what is going on? And then they complain about everything going on in their fucking life because it's not the way they wanted it to go. And then you're like, huh, life isn't always easy. It's not going to treat you fair like people will. And you're getting this because people just feel sorry for you because you act like that person. And I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna get in this. I'm taking the nice high road. And then when you try to ask some question, they just turn their back around and then start pouting somewhere else, complaining to somebody else. It's like, oh, so now you know how it feels when your nice, innocent, perfect world you thought you were in is now crumbling down on you because you don't know how to act your own fucking age. See how it turns out? So I hope you have fun burning down in that world that you built and let people come into, and then they get crushed by you at the same exact time when you're burning down yourself because you don't know how to keep up with life. You don't know what the fuck to do because you're just that person who thinks that everything will go your way. But in reality, it won't because you don't actually live in reality. You live in a fantasy world that you built because you think you're safer there, but you're really not. So, fuck you people who have treated me like that. And it's also great to see too when those certain people are falling apart because it makes you feel giddy inside because of what they're going through, and now you know how someone else feels about it. So for me, what I meant to say is going to be ranked 6 out of 14. And so right now, track number 6 on this album is going to be titled Open Your Eyes. Now, when I first heard this song, I immediately fell in love. Like, the first time I was going through his discography, I was like, hell yes, beautiful. And then when I was going back and re-listening to this album to make all my notes and everything, I was like, how come I didn't have this when my grandpa passed 3 years ago? Now that I really think about it, that is actually fucking depressing that it's been 3 years. But this would have been a perfect song to play, for me at least, because there's so much meaning, so much depth in this song. I play a movie in my head every time this song comes on. It is beautifully written. The instrumentation adds another layer of pain and hope in there. And then Daughtry's vocals just bring it to another level. And I love it. It is so beautiful throughout the entire song. It's just one of those things, it's like, holy crap. And I'm also not gonna lie, when I was going back through this album to do everything for myself and to make this all for you, I was crying because it just hits so much. And I love it. And I'm like, if anyone saw me crying, I don't care because this one hits so close to home for me. So, for anyone who saw me crying when I was listening to the song, get over it. Because there's so much emotion in the song and it made me feel good. And also made me think of my grandpa as well. It's a beautiful song. I really wish I had this song those years ago to play instead of my ones that I played on repeat. But it's one of those things, it's like, yes, it's beautiful. Now, the instruments we have in this song are acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, drums, keyboards, and the fiddle. The acoustic guitar starts at 17 seconds, guitar at 5 seconds, bass and drums both come in at 39 seconds, keyboards at 0 seconds, and the fiddle at 15 seconds. Then we have 2 instrumental solos in this song, which is 0 seconds to 16 seconds, 3 minutes and 38 seconds to 4 minutes and 16 seconds. Our first verse at 17 seconds to 38, second verse at 40 seconds to 1:06, the chorus at 1:08 to 1:42, third verse at 1:45 to 2 minutes and 7 seconds, chorus at 2 minutes and 8 seconds to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the bridge at 2 minutes 31 to 2 minutes and 50, the final chorus at 2 minutes 51 to 3 minutes 37. Now, I had a hard time picking out lyrics from the song as well because so much hits so close to home. And the way Daughtry sings throughout the entire song too makes it even better for me. There's a lot going on. The instrumentation ties it together so perfectly, and you really get that nice instrumentation throughout. Each part of the song has like different aspects to it, and I've ran out of ways to describe this song because it's beautiful. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the bridge, which is just open your eyes as I lay you down tonight, safe on the other side, no more tears to cry. It's just the way it was written and the way Chris Daughtry sings those 2 lines of lyrics for the bridge just sends it to a different tier. You're like, what the hell? What? Come on. It is like he has so much pain and also hope while singing it. And the instruments really bring those 2 lines of lyrics together just perfectly. And I remember the day my grandpa passed those years ago. That day is imprinted in my brain forever. I will never forget it because it was one of those things where it's like, it is going in some ways to haunt you and also make you feel more loved at the same time because of the way everything was going. But then once you do everything else after, then you're like, okay, in a safe and better place. We can still have our tears come down, but not as much anymore. But sometimes when I do think about them, I'm like, okay, I could definitely open up my eyes and also have a little bit of tears, but not as much as I did in the past. And it's just one of those things where you've got to hold your emotions together. And then once that day hits, then you can do your nice way to remember them. And we have those tears to cry, but we can also have no tears left to cry. But for them, they have no more tears that they can cry. And it's beautiful. So that's what those lyrics mean to me. And for me, this song, Open Up Your Eyes, is going to be ranked 2 out of 14 because it's just so beautiful. And I love it so, so, so much. And I will never go a day without this song ever again. That's why it's ranked number 2 for me. All right, now on to song number 7, which is titled September. and it peaked at number 36 on the charts. We take it a little bit back up a scotch when it comes to the way everything is sung about and everything, and I love that. And then this is another beautifully written song. The whole balance between this album is perfect, and I love it. Now, the instruments we have in September are acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, drums, keyboard, and strings. The strings start the song at 0 seconds. We get the acoustic guitar at 4 seconds, electric guitar at 12 seconds, bass at 37 seconds, keyboards at 43 seconds, the drums at 1:20. Then we have 2 instrumental solos, first one at 0 seconds to 15 seconds, and the final one at 2:19 to 2:31. The first verse starts at 16 seconds to 39 seconds, chorus at 43 seconds to 1:17, second verse at 1:20 to 1:46, chorus at 1:47 to 2:18, bridge at 2:32 to 2:57, final chorus at 2:58 to 3:31, and then our outro for the song is 3:35 seconds to 3:38 seconds. Now, I really love this one because it looks back at your youth and how you felt back then and want to go back during those times. So I love it. And then the lyrics that stand out to me come from the chorus, which is nothing to lose but everything to gain, reflecting now how things could have been. It was worth it in the end. 100% true. Even to this day. Like, we don't want to lose anything that we do today. Also look back in our past on like the dumb shit that we did or the good times we had with people or just reminiscing on something else in our lives. So you get that little bit of nostalgia in the song as well, and I love that a whole lot. And it is perfect, and I love it. And if we did some stupid shit too, and then you're like, we shouldn't have done that, but also it was definitely worth it at the time. But it was so stupid of us to do it the way we did, or it's like, it's just one of those things where like, yes, it's amazing. So yeah, that's what those lyrics mean to me. And then some fun facts. Bandmate Josh Steely sent Chris Daughtry a voice memo with some lyrical ideas, and Chris sent back a lyric base on Steely's outline. September debuted on the Hot 100 at the end of August 2010 on the Adult Contemporary chart, and it had a 52-week run lasting through every season. And then in an interview on the last date of the Bon Jovi tour, I picked up my guitar and rehearsed for the night and came up with the riff for September. And then he said it was exactly what he was going for, remembering the summer and going back to school. When I was a kid, summer was a big thing, not so much now. I kept bugging the label that September had to be a single and be released at the same time of the year when it will have meaning. 100% true. Like, we should release it during this time because then it has more significance and get more people listening to it as well. So I love that. So for me, September is going to be ranked 4 out of 14. Now song number 8 is titled Ghost of Me. Now we pick it back up with the hard rock. If you want to call the song hard rock, it's more just rock. But it is, like, for me, I think the parts that really drive me through this song is the bass, because you can really hear the bass throughout the entire song. And it, for me, it also carries the song a bit too. Now the instruments we have in this song are guitars, bass, drums, and keyboard. Keyboards start the song at 0 seconds, drums at 3 seconds, and the guitar and bass both at 4 seconds. The instrumental solos we have in this song are from 0 seconds to 11 seconds, and then 2 minutes 31 to 2 minutes 33. The first verse starts at 12 seconds, goes to 43 seconds, pre-chorus at 44 seconds to a minute 2, chorus at a minute 3 to a minute 16, second verse at a minute 17 to a minute 40, pre-chorus at a minute 41 to a minute 58, chorus at a minute 59 to 2 minutes 30, pre-chorus at 2 minutes 34 to 3 minutes, and then final chorus at 3 minutes and second to 3 minutes 25. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the pre-chorus, which is "Don't look over your shoulder," because that's just a ghost of me seeing you in your dreams. This is how I feel when I'm like, yeah, definitely don't do it, because you will see me trying to haunt you because of what you've done to me. You tortured me the whole time I've known you. You played like good cop and bad cop, and it just, find every little good thing in people, take that from them, and now you probably see me lurking around because of what you did to me. I mean, come on. Honestly, if anybody has felt that way, try to find some ways to think of the good and the bad between people in your past or even people currently. Because it's one of those things too where you're like, yep, because you want those people to feel like they did something bad and actually take the blame for it. So, yep, that's what those lyrics mean to me. For me, Ghost of Me stands at number 10 out of 14. Now, track number 9 is Learn My Lesson. Now we tone it back a little bit, and we only have guitar, bass, and drums in the song. Guitar starts at 0 seconds, bass at 6 seconds, and drums at 7 seconds. And we have a few instrumental solos in this one. First one from 0 seconds to 7 seconds, and then the second one at 2 minutes 38 to 2 minutes 49. Our first verse is at 8 seconds, goes to 48 seconds. Chorus number 1 at 49 seconds to a minute 3. Chorus 2 at a minute 4 to a minute 28. Second verse, a minute 32 to a minute 58. Chorus 1, 2 minutes 1 second to 2 minutes 15 seconds. Chorus 2 at 2 minutes 16 to 2 minutes 37. Chorus 1 at 2 minutes 50 to 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Chorus 2 at 3 minutes 5 to 3 minutes 25. And then the first chorus again at 3 minutes 23 to 3 minutes 39. The song has different aspects to it, which I like. It has more meaning with the guitar basically in this song. The drums add another bit of layer onto it. You can barely hear the bass, but in certain points of the song you can. But it is definitely there. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the first verse, which is, I reach out for that sweet dream, but somehow the darkness wakes me up. And I felt this emptiness before, but all the times that I've been broken. Yes. I can't stress enough how many times I've been broken. And it is not a very good feeling at all. So I always try to find that sweet dream of mine. Hopefully it comes true. Hasn't, but I always do wake up in the darkness too, because there are times where I'm like, it's just not one of those days where I feel up for anything in life. I just want to be in that dark hole like grieving in my emptiness and in my sorrows. And then it's one of those things where we just gotta get out of there, because if you stay in there too long, then it's going to drive you mad, gonna drive you stir crazy, or even batshit crazy, depending on who you are. For me, if I stay in my darkness for long periods of time, I will go batshit crazy. And I know that from experience with a few things. But you don't want to feel broken forever, because then you just will stay that way for periods of time, and it is not healthy for you mentally or physically. So that's what those lyrics mean to me. And Learn My Lesson is going to be ranked 11 out of 14. Now, track number 10 is titled Supernatural. When I first heard this one, I was like, for me, it kind of doesn't. I'm like 50-50, that it doesn't really fit on this album. For me, it feels like it fits on a later album, the way it's just written and everything. Not the next album, but this one would definitely work for the album number 4, in my opinion. But if it like takes different aspects out of the song, then it would definitely fit on album number 4, which we'll get to. But yes. Now, our instruments in this song are guitar, bass, and drums. Guitar starts the song at 0 seconds. Bass and drums both come in at 15 seconds. Then we have our instrumental solo at 2 minutes 10 to 2 minutes 24. First verse at 0 seconds to 29 seconds. Chorus at 30 seconds to 53 seconds. Second verse at 56 seconds to 1:25. Chorus at 1:26 to 1:55. Bridge at 1:56 to 2 minutes 9 seconds. Chorus at 2 minutes 25 to 2 minutes 58. And then the outro at 2 minutes 59 to 3 minutes 25. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the beginning of the chorus, which is, "But now it's too late, it's taken over me. It feels so supernatural and I'm pulled the other way. It's more than I can take and I'm losing hold of everything." This is how I felt a couple years ago, because it was like everything was just like, what the hell? Everything was going too fast. No one will listen to me. I felt like I was being pulled in too many different directions at the same time. People just taking everything that I had and made me feel miserable, the way I was being disrespected, mistreated. Felt like I was being hostile at one point. I feared for my fucking life. And it's like, okay, yep, everything is just taking over. They're basically saying that this is their kingdom and you can't get away with anything, because I'll come after you with everything I got to make you feel so disconnected from the world, and how you hurt me and betrayed me. And so it was just one of those things where it's like, yeah, no, I'm basically losing grip of everything going on because of the way you treated me, and how everybody was basically being a bitch and a dick, because they're like, oh yeah, no, she's Little Miss Perfect, but I'm like, no. Nope. I lost everything. You still practically had everything. Miss Perfect. I hope you're burning down in that world you built. It's crumbling around you now. So, yes. Supernatural is going to be ranked 13 out of 14. Now, track number 11 is called Tennessee Line, featuring Vince Gill. This one also could fit on album number 4, to be honest with you. it really has that tone like the rest of that album does, and it's kind of crazy. And this one also has a nice country vibe to it as well. Me, I have to be in the right mood when it comes to country, and yeah. So this song definitely caught me off guard when I heard it. I was like, what? It doesn't fit the rest of the album, in my opinion. So we have guitar, bass, drums, and the fiddle in this song. Guitar starts the song, and then we get the bass, drums, and fiddle all at 5 seconds. Two instrumental solos in this song from 0 seconds to 5 seconds, and then a minute 27 to a minute 31. First verse at 5 seconds to 48 seconds, 5 seconds to 47 seconds for the first verse. And the chorus, and that's when Vince Gill comes in at 48 seconds to a minute 26. Second verse at a minute 32 to a minute 53. Chorus at a minute 55 to 2 minutes 33. And then the bridge at 2 minutes 34 to 2 minutes 53. Final chorus at 2 minutes 54 to 3 minutes 32. And then the outro at 3 minutes 33 seconds to 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the bridge, which is, I know I must be doing something right. Head the other way back where I started out. Ask myself if I can turn it all around tonight and stop living with doubt. It's truly speaks out to me because it's like, I want to make sure everything is right. I'm actually doing something right for once in my fucking life. And I want to make sure we're going back the right way, making sure how I started out turns out the way I want it to be. I don't want to keep living in doubt because it just takes a mental and a physical toll on you. And just having that doubt follow you around all the time is horrible. We just gotta turn all of ourselves around no matter what point of time in your life you're at. You want to make sure you're doing the best you can for yourself and then for people around you. What those lyrics mean to me. And then in an interview with Sounds Like Nashville, Brian, who is one of Daughtry's bandmates, and I wrote a song together called Tennessee Line, which is a bit of country flavor. See, last time we had Slash on the record, and for this one we had Vince Gill, who I think is one of the greatest country vocalists out there, and we did some great harmonies and vocal bits for the song, which also had a fiddle in it. It's real cool. I just think the whole record is a body of work, and I think I'm listening from it to the beginning to end, and it takes the listener through an entire experience. 100%. It definitely takes the listener through an entire experience throughout this whole album. And to me, this is a bit slower than I expected for Daughtry to do. So it definitely caught me off guard. In a good way, but it's just, I love the different ideas and aspects coming together throughout this entire album. But for me, Tennessee Line is 14 out of 14. Now, if this was the standard edition for the album, song number 12 would be the last one, which is Call Your Name. But since we're doing our bonus track version for this album, there's going to be 2 more songs. The bonus track version is actually only on iTunes if you owned an Apple product. So this one is not going to be the final song on Leave This Town. But like I said, song number 12 is Call Your Name. This one is beautifully written again, and I love it so much too, because you have that nice pain in Chris Daughtry's vocals, and I love that. And then I do love how it's just like the piano and the fiddle and the acoustic guitar for a bit, then we get that electric guitar, And then we don't get the bass and drums till later on in the song, where it adds more energy to the song. And I love that when we hit that part of the song. Now, I already mentioned the instruments we have in this song, which is acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, drums, fiddle, and piano. The acoustic guitar starts the song at 0 seconds. Then we get the electric guitar at 41 seconds, fiddle at 32 seconds, piano at 49 seconds, and then the bass and drums both come in at 2 minutes and 36 seconds. We have 2 instrumental solos in this song, which is from 0 seconds to 13 seconds, and then 2 minutes 36 to 2 minutes 49. Then we got our first verse at 14 seconds to 39 seconds, first chorus at 41 seconds to a minute 14, second verse at a minute 21 to a minute 54, and then chorus 1 at a minute 56 to 2 minutes 21, and then our chorus 2, which is 2 minutes 22 to 2 minutes 35, and then chorus 1 again at 2 minutes 50 to 3 minutes 50. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the final chorus of the song, which is chorus 1, which is, "And when you fall apart, am I the reason for your endless sorrow? There's too much to be said, and with a broken heart, your walls can only go down but so low. Can you hear me when I call your name?" This definitely stands out to me for so many different reasons, because the way Daughtry sings these vocals, and then when I have like a friend falling apart, is like, am I gonna be the one close to you, and while you're in this endless sorrow because too much has been going on, and I want to help you through that broken heart that you get. Sorry, it's the final chorus playing in my headphones right now. But it's just one of those things like, do you really hear me when I call your name quite a bit? And I was just like, I've been also falling apart without you in my life, even when I reach out, but I hear nothing. But like, come on. Like, I'm trying to reach out to you because I'm that good friend of yours, want to make sure you're okay, and I don't want you to go down with a broken heart at all. Do you really hear me when I say your name at all? But whatever. It's one of those things where it's like, come on, we gotta pull ourselves together and make sure we're all doing okay. We don't want to fall apart. We don't want to drown in that sorrow at all. So let's pick it up and be who we want to be. That's what those lyrics mean to me. Call Your Name is going to be ranked 9 out of 14. Now we're hitting in the excuse me, hitting the bonus track songs on the album that was only released on iTunes back in 2009. Now this one I cranked up so fucking loud. I won't do that now, but I really want to. Song number 13 is What Have We Become? And I love this one. I lip synced this downstairs in my house not that long ago when it came on. I was like, oh no. And I like, if I'm alone in my car and the song comes on, I will sing certain parts of this song a whole bit, because it's just, the whole song speaks out to me so fucking much, and it's insane. And I just like, ah! This just reminds me of a whole bunch of people in my past, because they're like, yep, you're definitely one of those people who think that you're better than everybody. This is why I crank this one up so much. I will play it like on repeat some days, and it's a really great song. We get that nice rock anthem in here on the bonus track. It is like the best written bonus track songs I've like ever heard from any of my artists, and it is amazing, and I love it so much. There's so much meaning, so much depth in the song. Chris Daughtry's vocals are another level on this song, but especially when it comes to the last line of the pre-chorus and then the choruses of the song. And the bridge is killer as well. And I really love the instrumentation in the choruses of this song because it has like the drums really killing it, the electric guitar showing off its amazing tune as well, adds more of that nice rock aspect in there, and you really want to make sure people are getting pulled and sucked into this song, and it's just a beautiful disaster in a good way, because there's so much going on, and it is just perfect from beginning to end. Now we only have guitar, bass, and drums in this song. Guitar starts the song off at 0 seconds, drums come in at 22 seconds, bass at 44 seconds. And then we have 2 instrumental solos, first one at 0 seconds to 10 seconds, and then second one at 2 minutes 40 to 2 minutes 47. The first verse starts at 11 seconds to 32 seconds, pre-chorus to 33 seconds to 44 seconds, chorus to 44 seconds to a minute 7, second verse at a minute 8 to a minute 28, pre-chorus at a minute 29 to a minute 39, chorus at a minute 40 to 2 minutes 14, and then bridge at 2 minutes and 17 seconds to 2 minutes 39. Final chorus 2 minutes 48 seconds to 3 minutes 37. I just cannot stress enough how much I love this song. When I first heard it, I was like, hell yes, this is going on my rock playlist, without a doubt. And also my own personalized Daughtry playlist I have for myself. And I'm like, okay, I really need to listen to Daughtry right now in this moment. I will turn on that playlist. I built an incredible playlist for myself, 100%, and I love it. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the second chorus that is sung in the song, but I will say from that chorus, from the second time we hear the chorus, and on, it is hard because that whole part of that chorus, the whole chorus, like hits close to home a whole lot, because so much goes on during that, and it's like, come on, how are you doing this to me? But I'll have to go through the beginning, which is building up your wall, everything you wanted, fit the pieces into holes we used to crawl away, and the rest of it. Because it all speaks to me. Because of everything that has happened in the last few years, it's like, holy shit, you definitely did that because you wanted everything to go your way. You don't care about anybody else but yourself. You just want to get and fit those pieces the way you want them to fit and make sure that nobody else knows what to do or how to do it. Because you're that one stubborn ass bitch that thinks that everything has to go your way, but it can't. And it's like, you're gonna build up that wall so high, and then one day it's all gonna come crashing down on you, and then you'll finally fucking realize that nothing ever will stick to the way you want it to. Because you are so fucking blind to everything around you on what's going on. And then you're going to find out the hard way. And it's not going to look pretty at all. And then kind of describes a little bit more of the lyrics later on after those 4 lines of lyrics. And they're going to have a hard time finding their way out to crawl or walk, who knows, paddle away. I mean, it could be any kind of situation depending on where they're at in life now. So yes, so for me, What Have We Become is going to be ranked 5 out of 14. Now, track number 14 on the bonus track version of the album is titled On the Inside. This is the other song number 3 that Chad Kroeger has writing credits on. And I love it. Again, I knew all these songs before I even knew he was a co-writer on those songs. But I can definitely get the little pieces and of writing that Chad did on the song. I mean, come on. This is another one that I love so much, and when I first heard it, I was like, yes! Another one that is so me! I love it. And it is beautiful, and I love it. You get the little soft rock, and then you get more of that nice, louder rock in the choruses of the song, and then the, like, from the bridge and on. And I love that. You change, like, the volume throughout the whole song, and I love it. I mean, this whole song speaks to me. Without a doubt. Now, the instruments in this song are acoustic and electric guitar, bass, and drums. Acoustic guitar starts the song at a second. Then we get the electric guitar at 27 seconds, bass at 32 seconds, and drums at 33 seconds. And we have one instrumental solo, which is from a minute in a second to 1 minute and 12 seconds. First verse at 0 seconds to 26 seconds. Pre-chorus at 27 seconds to 32 seconds. Chorus at 33 seconds to a minute. Second verse at a minute 13 to a minute 37. Pre-chorus at a minute 39 to a minute 44. Chorus at a minute 45 to 2 minutes 13. Bridge at 2 minutes 15 to 2 minutes 27. Chorus at 2 minutes 28 to 2 minutes 52. And then the outro at 2 minutes 53 to 3 minutes and 22. A lot goes on. But again, the instrumentation, the lyrics, and Chris Daughtry's vocals tie the song together. And I love it. And I love, like, at the beginning of the final chorus of the song, you just hear softer version and the acoustic guitar and of Chris Daughtry's vocals, and then it picks up again with the rest of the instruments and higher power of vocals, and I fucking love it. And then you can definitely tell too that so much went into the song to make it the way it is, and I love it. You can, like, paint a picture, create your own movie in your head with this song, because I do myself. And it is amazing. And I love the background vocals at the end of the song as well. Adds more of a nice touch. And it is perfect. And the way Chris Daughtry closes out the song too is amazing. The way he sings the last line of lyrics. But the lyrics that stand out to me come from the chorus, which is, you can pretend it will be alright, said it to yourself, but you know it's just a lie because it's still just you on the inside. I really wish people can see that from themselves, that no matter how much you keep pretending to be that perfect perfect high standard person you set yourself to be, but then you're just lying to yourself, and people can tell that you're lying to yourself, but you're still going to be that same bitchy person in the inside. I mean, I have my inner bitch myself, and will show if you just piss me off the right amount, or if something happens, you'll see. But when someone expresses that part of themselves every single day, then you can tell they're lying to themselves, they're lying to other people, but you're still going to be that same person that you built for yourself on the outside, in the inside, till the day you fucking die. And it's just like, hell yep. 100%. 100%. I mean, come on. You can't escape the person that you built for yourself ever. Because it will be trapped inside forever until you actually do something about it. I mean, let's be realistic here. People just don't know when to give up. They don't know when to realize that they are disrespecting everybody around them and everything else and everybody else. Oh, without a doubt. It is one of those things. It's like, yep, nope, 100%. You're just going to be that same person going around in that same circle forever until people actually come to you and tell you that you're the actual bitch and that you need to, fix yourself. And if you want to stay that way, stay that way. But people can change. I will say that. After I left a place in my past, I definitely changed who I wanted to be, because I was like, yeah, no, I can no longer be that pushover. I will speak up for myself more and make sure my voice is heard. So, I mean, people can change, but if they don't want to change, you're going to be that same person forever. But yes, you can definitely never outrun yourself. So yeah. So for me, On the Inside is going to be ranked 3 out of 14. Okay, that was our bonus track version of Leave This Town. Alright, now we are diving into Leave This Town, the B-sides. There are 6 songs on this EP, but we're only going to cover 4 of them, since the other 2 are the last 2 on the bonus track version of the album that was offered on iTunes, like I've stated multiple times already. But the other 2 that are on this EP are What Have We Become and On the Inside, which are actually tracks number 4 and 5 on this album, but since we already covered them on the bonus track version, we won't be covering them. And then I'm only going to go over the 4 songs off the other 4 songs off the EP, and just do it based off of the ranking off of these 4 songs instead of combining them with the bonus track version that I already did. But I also didn't know about Leave This Town EP version until more recently, when I was actually going through his whole discography for the band, until, recently, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize there was an EP for this, but it is actually really cool. Without further ado, the first track on the EP is titled Long Way. And when I first heard this one, I was like, ooh, love the vibe on this one. Acoustic guitar going on in the song, plus the vocals from Chris Daughtry's voice has a nice sultry sound to it, and I really, really fucking love it so much. So much is going on. The instrumentation just adds to it, and I love it. It is beautifully written. You get a nice picture painted in your head as well. This just gives you a lot of emotion, and I love it, love it, love it. Now, the instruments in this song are acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, and drums. We get the acoustic guitar at 0 seconds, which starts off the song. The electric guitar, bass, and drums all come in at 19 seconds. Then we have 2 instrumental solos in this song, which are from 0 seconds to 4 seconds, and then a minute 17 to a minute 20. First verse starts at 5 seconds, goes to 48 seconds. The chorus starts at 49 seconds, goes to a minute 16. Second verse at a minute 29 to a minute 49. Chorus at a minute 50 to 2 minutes 34. Bridge at 2:35 to 2 minutes 48. And then final chorus of the song from 2 minutes 51 to 3 minutes 50. I really love the pacing of the song. It has nice pace throughout the entire song. It has a lot of emotion, like I've already stated. And the vocals carry this track 100%. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the chorus, which is, "It's a long way now from where I used to rest my head. It's safe and sound if only I could turn around. There's no direction where I stand, just dead end signs and wasted land. It's a long way now to you." This is how I fucking feel currently with a couple of people in my life. Because it's like, seriously, you're blowing me off for God only knows why. It is definitely getting further and further away from you, because I can't even, every time I reach out, I get nothing back. It's just gonna take a long time now to replenish this relationship we had, because it is so hard to even get in contact with you. Every little thing I try to do, I guess, doesn't help. So apparently I'm a burden now, and now I really wish I can just turn around and do what I could have done better, at least, or figure out what the hell is going on that made you become this way, because it is terrifying to my fucking core. Like, what the hell? Why am I being shut out? Like, everywhere I turn, I just see those dead end signs in front of me. And every time I drive by, it's just a broken heart. Because it's wasted. Because nothing helps anymore to calm my nerves down. And it's a long way back to you. Yeah. Long Way is going to be ranked 3 out of 4 for me. On the EP, track number 2 is One Last Chance. And I love the instrumentation on this song the most. It adds more raw emotion, gives more of that sad feeling to the song. You get more pain and emotional vocal power from Daughtry on this song. The drums and guitar adds more like rock element to it, but I really enjoy the other instruments in the song more than those ones. So we get guitar, bass, drums, piano, and strings in this song. The piano and strings start the song off at 0 seconds. The bass at 11 seconds. Guitar and drums come in at 12 seconds. Now we have 2 instrumental solos in this song. First one at 54 seconds to 58 seconds, and then 2 minutes 6 to 2 minutes and 17. First verse starts at 0 seconds and goes to 26 seconds. Chorus at 27 seconds to 53 seconds. Second verse at 59 seconds to a minute 26. Chorus at a minute 29 to a minute 54. bridge at 1:55 to 2:05. Second chorus at 2 minutes and 18 seconds to 2 minutes and 55. Chorus 2 at 2 minutes 56 to 3 minutes 14. And then the outro at 3 minutes 15 to 3 minutes 24. So much is going on in this song that I really love. The pacing on this one too is fantastic, and we get a lot of emotion in you get a lot of emotion throughout the entire song. You get also paints another picture in your head with this one as well, which I really love. I really love when you can like make your own little movies or paint a picture in your head with the lyrics and how everything is put together, and it's beautiful. And I love, let's see. I also love how everything ties together so perfectly in the song, and it just gives that more emotion, and it is 100% perfect for me, at least. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from. Yeah, this was another song that I had a hard time picking out lyrics to, because the whole song connects with me on a different level. But the current moment is going to be the bridge, which is, can we put the past behind us tonight? I'm gonna fight for you. Just give me one last chance to make it right. Last chance to make it right. And the way Chris Daughtry sings it is beautiful. It's perfect. You hear that emotion, and then you also get the instruments all together during the bridge, which puts it to another level. And it's also just asking those questions like, come on, we can make this work. Let's work it out together. And if this is the last chance I'm gonna get, I want to make sure it's right. So it's like a nice message behind as well. And I really, truly do fight for the people that I care and love for, because they helped me become who I am, and I want to make sure I get these chances to make everything right for them, for like between us as well. I want everything to be perfect. There are some things where I'm perfectionist for, and it's one of them, is continued friendships. And I don't care what the fuck other people say, but there are certain things where perfectionism is there for me, and other things I'm like, I'll just do it that way I would like to do it. So stop it. It meets, if it meets my standards, it's good. That's all I count on. Come on. But yes, there are times where we need that other chance. Other times it's like, no, you don't get that other chance because you all sucked. Come on. So that's what those lyrics mean to me. One Last Chance is going to be ranked 2 out of 4. Now track number 3 is Get Me Through. This one is beautifully written, and I do like this one too. I love the acoustic guitar starting off the song at 0 seconds. Then we get the electric guitar at 21 seconds, along with the bass at 21 seconds, and then the drums at 22 seconds. You like get nice emotion in this one too, and it is perfect. And like, I feel like this EP is more emotion driven, and especially the way the song titles are. It's like, okay, emotions definitely are driving the EP. the most. This one has more of a rock bass element to it, which is perfect. And then we have one instrumental solo, which is from 0 seconds to 10 seconds. We have the first verse at 11 seconds to 33 seconds, chorus at 34 seconds to 1:03, second verse at 1:07 to 1:27, chorus at 1:28 to 1:58, bridge at 2 minutes 3 seconds to 2 minutes 26, chorus at 2:31 to 3 minutes and 2 seconds, and then the outro of the song at 3 minutes 4 seconds to 3:25. Now the lyrics that stand out to me come from the end of the second verse, which is, "This time you'll shed some light on me just before I fade away." I felt this many times, many times in my life. Where it's like, nope, I'm fading away because of everything that's going on. No one will fucking listen to me. It is getting harder and harder to talk to multiple different people. So I just need someone to shed some positive light on me so I don't actually turn into a big depressive ball of loneliness, sadness, and everything else going on. And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, no, leave me the fuck alone, because right now I am going to fade because of how everything is going. Until I get that nice ray of light or something else that tells me to keep on fighting for who I am and just gotta get through it. So that's what those lyrics mean to me. So for me, Get Me Through is going to be ranked 4 out of 4. Now the final track on the EP, which this would also be track number 6 if we did all 6 songs, because the two that are in between Get Me Through and this last one, which is titled Traffic Light, is What We Have Become and On the Inside are in between Get Me Through and Traffic Light. But since we covered those two, the last one for me on the EP is track number 4, which is Traffic Light. Now this one, beautiful. I teared up when I first heard this song because I was like, holy shit, you're already painting a picture in my head. You're making me make my own movie in my head already. It is beautifully written. Chris Daughtry's vocals are top notch on this song, and plus the album too. And it's just amazing. The instruments we have are guitar, bass, and drums. Guitar starts the song at 0 seconds, bass at 4 seconds, drums at 7 seconds. We have one instrumental solo, which is from 0 seconds to 7 seconds. First verse at 8 seconds to 37 seconds. Chorus at 38 seconds to 1:17. Verse 2 at 1:18 to 1:52. Chorus at 1:53 to 2:20. Bridge at 2:22 to 2:42. And then the final chorus at 2:44 to 3:21. The pacing in this song too is perfect. I love the different aspects through the verses and the choruses in the bridge. We really get like a slowed down rock in the verses of the song. We get more energized in the choruses of the song, which is amazing. The drums really kick it off when it gets louder at the end of the verses into the choruses. And it is perfect. It adds that nice energy. So we get that nice loudness in the choruses, because you gotta make sure it stands out to everybody, and I love that. And we get more of that emotion in Daughtry's vocals once again, and everything just comes together, and I love that. It's perfect. This is another song where it's like, hell yes, it speaks to me as well. And it, like, come on. How many songs do I connect with so much? This is one of them for sure, off of this EP, along with One Last Chance. And yeah. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the final chorus of the song, which is, yeah, this is how you're going down. You thought I never really wanted you around. Well, you were the way off track to think like that, because now I've taken back everything that you've ever said. I can't say that other line afterwards because that's another part too that goes through it. But Chris's vocals go above and beyond in the final chorus of the song. And just the way he sings those 4 lines of lyrics too, like, come like fastball to my heart. Because it is perfect. It explains everything that I felt in my past so fucking much. Because it's like, I've always thought of ways to, get back at people for the way they've treated me. And it's like, really? You really thought that I was never gonna do that shit? Well, you thought fucking wrong. Because that was my inner bitch that came after you. And you took forever to realize. And you definitely thought that I was this little scaredy cat that never did anything. But, come on. You honestly can't take anything back that you've said. Because it will stay out there forever, and then it can also get, like, pointed back at you. Get, yep. And for those people, I never want to see your fucking faces ever again. And if I do, it's gonna be a living hell for any of you. Because you fucked me up so bad. And it took me forever to get here today. The way I am. Yep. So, yeah. Now, Traffic Light is going to be ranked 1 out of 4 on this EP. Well, there you have it. That was Daughtry's Leave This Town bonus track version plus the EP. For me, my personal album ranking out of the 8 albums he's released, this one is 4 out of 8. And then out of 5 stars, this is going to be 4 out of 5. The production definitely got better from the last one. And I do hear that quite a bit. We get more emotion in the songs, more pain, get like a probably bit of taste of personal experience in here as well, which I love when artists do that, when they put their personal experience into songs so they can connect better with their audience. So that was it. Now we will be back with Daughtry's 3rd studio album next time. Until then, I'm your host, Michaela from Music with Michaela, and we will be back. Bye!